Why are we still fighting over religion and nationality in the 21st century? Why do labels like Hindu and Muslim still spark conflict? These questions point to a fundamental problem. We have forgotten our shared humanity. We cling to labels, creating divisions where none truly exist. Krishnamurti, the Indian philosopher, challenged us to look beyond these superficial differences. He believed that true peace comes not from external solutions, but from a profound shift in consciousness. This shift begins with understanding the illusory nature of our separate selves. When we identify too strongly with labels, we create barriers between ourselves and others. We see the world through a narrow lens of us versus them. This divisive thinking leads to conflict, prejudice, and violence. To build a truly harmonious world, we must move beyond the illusion of separation. We must recognize our interconnectedness and embrace our common humanity. Labels are nothing more than mental constructs. They are artificial categories that we impose on a reality that is fluid and interconnected. A Hindu is not inherently different from a Muslim, just as an Indian is not inherently different from a Pakistani. These labels are often used to justify discrimination, prejudice, and even violence. They become tools of division, fueling hatred and mistrust between communities. We forget that behind these labels are human beings with the same hopes, fears, and aspirations. Krishnamurti urged us to see the individual, not the label. He believed that judging a person based on their religion or nationality is a sign of immaturity. It prevents us from seeing the other person's inherent worth and dignity. True peace and understanding can only come when we move beyond these superficial divisions. We must recognize the artificiality of labels and embrace the fundamental unity that binds us all. Nationalism and communalism are dangerous extensions of our obsession with labels. They promote a narrow and exclusionary worldview that pits one group against another. Nationalism glorifies the nation-state above all else, often at the expense of human rights and global cooperation. Communalism, on the other hand, promotes the interests of a particular religious or ethnic community, often to the detriment of others. Both ideologies thrive on fear, mistrust, and a sense of superiority. Krishnamurti saw nationalism and communalism as major obstacles to peace. He believed that true progress lies in transcending these divisive ideologies and embracing a more inclusive vision of humanity. We must recognize that our identities are multifaceted and fluid. We are not simply Hindus, Muslims, Indians, or Pakistanis. We are global citizens, interconnected and interdependent. Krishnamurti believed that true change must come from within. He emphasized the importance of self-knowledge and inward regeneration as the foundation for a more peaceful and just world. Self-knowledge involves understanding our own thoughts, feelings, and motivations. It requires introspection, honesty, and a willingness to confront our own biases and prejudices. Inward regeneration is the process of transforming ourselves from within. It involves cultivating qualities like compassion, empathy, and understanding. This inner transformation is essential for breaking down the walls of prejudice and division. When we understand ourselves better, we are better equipped to understand others. We become more tolerant, more forgiving, and more compassionate. Section 5. Transcending Divisions, the Universality of Human Experience. Despite our superficial differences, we all share the same fundamental human experiences. We all feel joy and sorrow, love and loss, hope and despair. These shared experiences connect us on a deeper level, reminding us of our common humanity. When we focus on these universal human experiences, labels lose their power to divide us. We start to see the common thread that binds us all, regardless of our religion, nationality, or any other label. Krishnamurti emphasized the importance of recognizing this shared human experience. He believed that it is the key to overcoming prejudice and building a more compassionate world. We must remember that we are all part of one human family, sharing this planet and its resources. Our differences should be celebrated as expressions of our shared humanity, not used as weapons to divide us. Section 6. The power of individual transformation, a ripple effect. Krishnamurti believed that individual transformation is not a selfish pursuit. He saw it as a social responsibility, a way to create a ripple effect of positive change in the world. When we transform ourselves, we inspire others to do the same. Our actions, no matter how small, have the power to influence those around us. By cultivating peace and understanding within ourselves, we contribute to a more peaceful and understanding world. Imagine a world where everyone is committed to self-knowledge and inward regeneration. It would be a world free from conflict, prejudice and violence. It would be a world where everyone feels a sense of belonging and interconnectedness. This may seem like an idealistic vision, but it is achievable. It starts with each of us making a commitment to personal transformation. Section 7. Addressing root issues, poverty, inequality, and injustice. While focusing on individual transformation is crucial, it's equally important to address the systemic issues that fuel conflict and division. Poverty, inequality, and injustice create fertile ground for prejudice and discrimination to flourish. When people are struggling to survive, they're more likely to cling to labels and see the world in terms of us versus them. This is why it's essential to address these root issues alongside our individual journeys of transformation. We must work towards creating a more just and equitable world where everyone has access to basic necessities like food, shelter, education and healthcare. By creating a more level playing field, we can reduce the appeal of divisive ideologies and foster a sense of shared humanity. This requires a collective effort from governments, organizations and individuals to challenge systems of oppression and promote social justice. Section 8. Cultivating compassion, breaking down walls of prejudice. Compassion is the antidote to prejudice and hatred. It is the ability to understand and share the suffering of others regardless of their background or beliefs. When we cultivate compassion, we start to see the world through the eyes of others. We begin to understand their perspectives, even if we don't agree with them. This understanding is essential for breaking down walls of prejudice and building bridges of empathy. Compassion requires us to step outside of our own limited perspectives and embrace the humanity of others. It means challenging our own biases and prejudices and being open to learning from those who are different from us. Practicing compassion in our daily lives, through small acts of kindness and understanding, can have a profound impact on our communities and the world. Section 9. Building bridges, dialogue, understanding and empathy. Dialogue is essential for breaking down barriers and building bridges of understanding. We need to create spaces where people from different backgrounds and beliefs can come together and engage in respectful conversation. This means listening with an open mind and heart even when we disagree. It means being willing to challenge our own assumptions and to see the world from multiple perspectives. Empathy is crucial in this process. It allows us to connect with others on a deeper level, to feel what they feel, and to understand their experiences. When we approach dialogue with empathy, we are more likely to find common ground and build meaningful connections. Building bridges requires patience, understanding, and a genuine desire to connect with others. It's about recognizing our shared humanity and working together to create a more just and peaceful world. Section 10. Conclusion. A call for inner revolution. Krishnamurti's message of unity and self-transformation is more relevant than ever in today's world. We are facing unprecedented challenges, from climate change to social unrest, that require global cooperation and understanding. The solutions to these challenges will not come from external sources alone. They will come from a fundamental shift in consciousness, a recognition of our interconnectedness and our shared responsibility for the planet and each other. This is the inner revolution that Krishnamurti called for, a revolution of the heart and mind that transcends superficial divisions and embraces our common humanity. It is a revolution that begins with each of us in our own hearts and minds. Let us heed his call and embark on this journey of self-discovery and transformation, building a world where peace, compassion and understanding prevail.